Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing, testing, testing. Hear me out.
Imagine one night, a demon appeared before you and told you that after you die, you will live your life exactly as it was, over and over again, an infinite number of times. Would you be content with that? For me, that would be hell. Why? Because I'm an artist.
This is Intimidator, considered by many to be one of the most influential and important bands to come out of the underground this decade. Their debut self-released cassette tape, Intimidator 1, revolutionized the DIY music scene, and by the age of 25, Millie was considered a god in the underground, dismantling structure, popular mainstream culture, and Western music.
Ding ding ding, ding and dingy ding, a dicky dicky ding, a dicky ding ding dingy dicky dicky ding, a dicky dicky ding, a dicky diddle ding, a dicky ding ding diddle ding ding doo doo.
I'm on my phone.
I'm the weird one, so someone pranked me. I pranked him.
I'm in love with the guy who pranked him.
I'm a stupid man, and I'm the boss, and I like coffee.
Today is Dental Tooth Day, which is an initiative that I really put forward because I was thinking, like, what does everyone have? And everyone has teeth, so...
Hey, do you watch The Office? No. Hey, you should come see my band on Saturday to Princeton. We're called Crackers. We're sort of like Oingo Boingo, you know, Weird Science meets Jethro Tull. Oh man. You gotta watch The Office. It's like the funniest show ever. It's about this office, and there's like a boss named Michael Scott, and like, you know, everybody who works in this like weird office environment.
This is Gaslighter, considered by many to be the most important and influential band of the decade. Frontman Price, although he is 30, is considered a god, dismantling...
Thank you. That was Gaslighter. I have tapes if anyone wants them. Condescender's up next.
He quit your band to do this?
I put our music online and he said it was against the DIY philosophy. Thanks for opening last minute.
Oh, yeah. I should promote my tape.
Maybe just put your music online. People might actually listen to it.
I'd rather not be exploited by some capitalist streaming company whose CEO funds defense tech. That's not what noise music is about. It belongs on cassettes.
Sounds like you're just gatekeeping noise music.
I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm a DIY artist. I have principles.
Well, for a DIY artist, you don't really do much.
I work a full-time job to support myself and my art, unlike some musicians whose parents are lawyers.
It's not my fault people like Condescender more than Gaslighter.
I'm not obsessing over my music in relation to others. I'm focused on dismantling structure and music and Western civilization.
Everything's been dismantled a million times over. Why don't you focus on doing something that people actually like, instead of sticking to your sad, self-indulgent 30-year-old man shtick?
The internet really convinced you that your life is over by 30, huh?
Well, guess what Condescender's next gig is? Opening for Intimidator on their 40th anniversary show.
Wow, that's huge. Congrats.
Yeah, you know, I'm just staying grateful and humble and in the moment. It's a shame you left Condescender.
I had to focus on my music career.
And you're still a dishwasher.
I'll just have you know I'm exactly where I want to be in my life. Have a good set. I fucked my life up being a noise musician.
I know how you feel. I'm a noise musician too.
The one day of the year where I have to answer the phone in fake teeth. But I heard Jim's got a really good prank this year, so.
So I paid a guy $500 at a bar to give me all his teeth. So I'm gonna put those in Dwight's drink.
Jim likes to prank me because that's our dynamic together. I assume that it's gonna be teeth related because of the day. I'm just waiting for it, and I'm gonna love it.
So it's teeth day, everyone. And who here has teeth? Yeah, Kelly?
Well,
you better be looking up teeth facts on there. Anyways, Jim, rock and roll, buddy, let us know. Let's rip it, Jim.
Okay. Mike, what is teeth day?
Good question, Jim. And it's the question on everyone's mind. Deal or no deal. That's how I said it.
I would choose deal.
Yeah. And that's...
So then Michael Scott, he's like the boss at the office, right? He learns that one of his employees is gay, and he just like, he kisses him. It's just so weird.
So I just want to review some of the rules I framed around the office. Corporate's making me do this, I don't want to do this. But, so let's go through them. Right. Our numbers. No. Dwight, don't touch me. Dwight.
We're good.
I'll like you as a friend, but don't touch me. Pam, you got that nice bag.
So then Jim, who works at the office, he dresses up as Dwight, like this other guy that also works at the office.
Bum, bum, bum.
Are you kidding me? You can't park here. This is against the rules of society, you schmuck.
As hard as you want. Oh my god. Just so fucking. You can get up. No, I will. You can get up. It doesn't hurt.
What do you come for? Is it me? Answer me!
So Michael Scott sends this naked photo of Jan to Packer instead of packaging. Or maybe it's packaging instead of Packer? I can't remember. Oh man, I really hope Crackers makes it. I mean, I'm 50 years old and all I do is work and watch The Office. And every day I get more and more terrified of my own mortality. I never do anything great with my life.
I'm being haunted.
Oh my god. By a ghost?
Yeah, it's a floating head.
No way!
Yeah, and it only appears whenever I'm watching The Office.
Oh my god. You watch The Office? Because you told me you didn't.
I do. I watch it every day.
Then why did you lie to me about it?
Because it's embarrassing.
Why?
Because The Office is for normies.
Normies? You think I'm a normie? Well, what does that make you, huh? Better than me? With your stupid haircut and your bad makeup? Playing terrible music to a bunch of mopey idiots? I think you're the normie!
I'm dismantling structure and waging war against mainstream Western culture.
Yeah, well maybe you're just bad at music. Do you ever think of that?
At least I'm not some 50-year-old kitchen guy in some band called Crackers.
Well, Crackers is gonna be huge. Do you wanna know why? Because I have charisma, unlike you. That floating head probably has more charisma than you ever will.
Hi, this is Gaslighter.
This is Gaslighter, considered by many to be the most important and influential band of the decade. Frontman Price, although he is 30, is considered a god, dismantling structure, popular mainstream culture, and Western music.
Gaslight is really blowing up, hey.
Yeah, I'm just staying grateful, humble, and in the moment.
You deserve it.
Still opening for Intimidator?
Yeah, they said they're announcing it with an official poster next week.
Wow, unreal.
Yeah, I'm just staying grateful, humble, and in the moment. Finally made a new tape?
Yeah, just staying grateful, humble, and in the moment.
Sold any?
No.
I'll take one.
It's $10.
Can you break a 20?
No.
You can keep the change.
Get the hell away from my merch booth.
Well, that's one way to push merchandise. Ain't that life? Just loading gear from one disappointing show to another. I used to be a singer, I was gonna be the next big pop sensation.
Listen, lady, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going through something right now, and I'm not in the mood to talk to you about your failed music career.
That's fair. I just wanted to say I loved your set.
Well, I'm sorry to say that was our last show ever.
Aw, shucks! That's a shame. What happened?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm talented, I work so hard, and I never get any recognition.
Another casualty of this cruel universe.
I should be a god by now, but instead I'm just gonna be a 50-year-old dishwasher in a band called Crackers.
That's too bad. I was gonna inquire about a gig for you.
Why, is your church potluck looking for a failed noise musician?
Would you be interested in opening for a band called Intimidator?
Who are you?
Busy Belvedere. I'm Intimidator's manager. And their mother. Mummager, as they say in the industry. You interested?
They're my favorite band of all time.
Well, if Gaslighter feels like playing one last show, the gig is yours. There is a bit of a process you must undergo first.
Would I be replacing Condescender?
Yes.
Yes, I'll do it. I'll do anything.
First, you must read this.
The Eternal Return? What is this?
Just a short introduction to our ideology. Soon we'll tell you about the prophecy. Bryce, baby, you're in your 30s. You're not gonna win a Grammy for Best New Artist at this point. The doors are closing. This could be the only thing stopping you from becoming a 50-year-old dishwasher in a band called Crackers. The eternal return theory is the idea that the universe and all of its events are constantly reoccurring in an infinite loop for an infinite number of times across time and space in a self-similar form. Think of how you've watched the same episode of The Office 100 times and nothing that happens in the episode has changed, but it's your life and everything that's ever existed.
I just want to say that...
Silence! You do not speak to Intimidator. Did you read the material?
Yeah, I don't know what it has to do with the show.
Are you kidding me? It has everything to do with the show. Time, existence, those are the two biggest components of live music.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
This isn't just an anniversary show. This show will change everything as we know it. We must begin the ceremony now. The poster must be official by next week.
Cool. Who is that?
My father.
A long minute of time will elapse until those conditions of which you were evolved return the wheel of the cosmic. Every pain and pleasure, every hope and error, every joy, every thought, every sigh, everything unutterably small or great in your life will return to you in some succession and sequence.
On the night of October 27th, 2022, history was made when Gaslighter opened for Intimidator. A show which many consider to be the greatest noise show in history. The night which would make Gaslighter a household name. A night which would prove 30-year-old Price worthy of becoming a god.
Kelly,
Hi.
you want to live forever, become a science experiment or something?
Oh, I would love to live forever, but if I do have to die, I would like to be embalmed.
Dwight, you know I got something for you. You're looking at me with those puppy dog.
I'll get another job. If we get fired, you can keep going on.
Higher. Yeah. No, it'll be fine. We're probably getting right.
Michael's a good guy.
The show's so done.
No, not on Tuesday.
Would you, Mike?
I just want to say your music made me who I am. I had a pretty hard life and just felt like no one ever understood me. The moment I heard your music, it was like everything made sense. I had a purpose, an identity.
What's this show called?
Oh, it's The American Office.
They all just work in the office together?
Yeah, it was on for like 9 seasons.
This is amazing.
Hey! What did I say? Do not speak to Intimidator!
Check. Can I get more sound on the mic?
Look, at the end of the day, I want y'all to know Andrew's my best friend. And if I get involved in a relationship that ends in a murder suicide, I'll send you each a note.
You're the best boss I've ever had.
You're the best boss I've ever had.
Okay.
I just want to say what an honor it is.
You're the best boss I've ever had.
I'm gonna get you.
Okay, look.
You're the best boss I've ever had.
Just stop it.
What are you even doing here? You're just here to watch The Office.
You're the best boss I've ever had. You're the best boss I've ever had. You're the best boss I've ever had.
This is my set. I'm Gaslighter.
I need you to stop. I'm trying to tell you to fucking stop. I'm trying to tell you to stop. I'm trying to tell you to stop.
It's okay, Michael.
Listen, I'm here. You all. What? It's. I'd just like to announce that this is Gaslighter's last show ever. Because you're all a bunch of normies! I fucked my life up being a noise musician.
You did it! You did what no noise musician has ever done before. You didn't just dismantle music and structure, you dismantled the universe itself! For as long as I could remember, I knew I wasn't meant to be a god. I wanted to be a music legend like Roy Orbison. I lived in a small shack with my father. He made a line of dolls in my image as he wanted to share me, his greatest creation, with the world. He was fired from the doll factory on account of his drinking. One thing he'd always say to me was, if you compare yourself in relation to others, your soul will rot inside of you. I recorded a single and had a record deal on the horizon. I was on my way to make it big. That was until the night of my debut show. Nobody came. The mainstream public didn't care for another pop singer like me. The times had changed. My father couldn't handle the thought of me being unwanted by the world, so he ended up drinking himself to death. There I was, my father gone, facing my dreams falling apart and accepting the rest of my life as a normie. That's when I heard a voice. A voice that would change my life forever. The voice spoke of a prophecy that laid out a path which would lead me to becoming a god. This would start with my firstborn child revolutionizing music and becoming a legendary icon. This would later lead to the dismantling of the universe as we know it. This would be initiated by a gatekeeper. A gatekeeper which would lead us to a new universe of our very own, where I will be a god. My firstborn was Millie. He didn't immediately scream legendary music icon, but he would have to do. We practiced every day, but music just didn't come naturally to him. To be honest, he was really bad at it.
Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, I would like us to meet. Pretty woman, my pretty woman, so I'll be on her feet.
Nobody would record him and I ran out of money. We had no choice but to do it ourselves.
Pretty woman, pepperoni, pretty woman. I would like us to meet. Pretty woman,
His debut show was a disaster. This prophecy didn't look like it was going to happen after all. That's when I discovered the perfect audience for him. In order to make an impression on them, he would have to be intimidating.
Woo! Big city, baby! Baby!
Woo! I couldn't believe it! Intimidator was a hit. He was playing the worst music imaginable, and they ate it up. They called it noise music, a genre of purposefully bad music. The path was set for me. It was time for the next phase, finding the gatekeeper. That was Gaslighter. I knew it from the second I witnessed you perform. You made watching The Office accepted in the underground. It all made sense. For decades, anything that was considered underground was consumed and capitalized on by the mainstream. This would be the first time something mainstream would be consumed and capitalized on by the underground. With that, the mainstream would eventually consume The Office. I believe that this event will cause the collapse of the universe as we know it. And it was all orchestrated by the gatekeeper. You did this. You dismantled not only Western culture and the mainstream, but the universe itself. You are the gatekeeper. Join us and we can be gods together, our own DIY universe. We can create mankind in our image with the praise and admiration we deserve. Isn't that what you've always dreamt of? It's either this or spend the rest of your existence in a constant loop of being a 50-year-old dishwasher in a band called Crackers.
And finally, our next nominee is Gaslighter.
Sugar, sugar, don't forget the sugar, don't forget the can't drink coffee with us.
And the Grammy for Best New Artist goes to... Crackers!
Oh my gosh!
There's this one where Mike dresses up as Willy Wonka, and he puts a golden ticket into one of the pallets.
Here you go, Whitey.
You know, I want to thank the Academy and my parents, and I just want to stay humble, grateful, present and in the moment.
I thought I would love watching you bomb that show that you took from me, but I didn't. It's because your music made me who I am. I've never felt liked or accepted by anybody, and your music made me feel like I had an identity, a purpose. And this was really good.
Well, Dad, I'm nervous. I'm about to become a god and I'm nervous. Well, it's like my father always said, if you're not nervous, then there's something wrong. Now we must drink from the blood of the Ouroboros.
I can't do it. I don't want to be a god. I'm not happy with my life, but I love what I make. I make the music that I make because I'm unhappy with my life. If I were a god in a blank void, I would have nothing to draw from. If I lost that, I'd lose that connection with myself, and I wouldn't understand the thing that makes me purely me. Just because I'm unsuccessful and 30 doesn't mean I should deprive myself of it or the world.
I don't want to do it either.
Why not?
I just want to watch The Office.
Why'd you go along with it?
Because you're my mom, you made me.
The prophecy said this would happen. Said I shouldn't even be trying this in the first place. The voice told me I'd fail and be a terrible god.
Why are you still doing it?
Why not? If I didn't live in a delusional fantasy world with unrealistic expectations of myself becoming a god, what would be the point of doing anything? My sad life would have no purpose. If I sat down and thought about the painful reality of my existence, I might as well lie down and die.
Goes and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds.
You have returned. Was the mission a success? Our God is very angry, and our existence hangs in the balance, so you were sent to the old universe, the one our God came from, to help us stop this hell we live in and bring us a better life which we have all dreamed of. Yes, I went back and spoke to our God, busy right after her father died. I told her everything that we knew would happen. I told her not to do it. I told her if she followed this path, the consequences would be dire.
What exactly did you tell her?
I read from the prophecy.
The prophecy.
that she wrote?
Yes.
And she wrote the prophecy based off of what you told her?
Yes? Oh my God. We fucked our lives up.
Wait, how did you send me to a different universe? We found a gatekeeper.
God damn it, this fucking prophecy!
Who wrote it? Where did it come from?
Busy did.
But he recited it to her.
Oh, this is all my fault now? What about the gatekeeper from that universe? You were meant to stop him too. Oh, right, yes, I remember now. I got distracted. You see, there was this force, this entity. It hypnotized me. I couldn't take my eyes away from it. It was so comforting, like being in the womb. It was called The Office.
Please tell us everything about The Office. This could save humanity.
You see, it's about an office, and this guy, Michael Scott, is the boss at the office. And it's he has these people working under him.
When every fairy tale comes real, I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained.